Hey. Welcome back to Thugging It Out. Thugging It Out is a platform where we create a safe space to acknowledge, experience, and overcome real life issues in a positive and healthy way. First thing first, before we hop in, wherever you might be listening to this podcast on, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So if that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, make sure you follow it so you can get a notification whenever a new episode drops, as well as make sure you go on our YouTube channel, Thugging It Out Podcast, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we go live every Saturday and we be getting into some things. It might be a motherhood panel, it might be a talk it out session, and it just might be on there just talking a little mess. However, it's always content you don't want to miss. And also on YouTube, I always post a morning motivation video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And while you're at it, you might as well follow me on Instagram at _thugging it out _. And now that we're done with all the things that I need you to do, let's hop into this episode. And quite frankly, I'm not sure if this new year, new me BS, but quite frankly, I'm just tired of everybody looking the same, being the same, acting the same, doing the same thing. It's like no individuality. It's always this uniform, soft, clean life. Everybody has a white kitchen. Everybody loves the casual wardrobe now. Everybody wants to be a minimalist. Everybody is doing almost the same thing. People are scared to step out of line. Everybody is doing everything the exact same way. Everybody wants to have what do everybody wants to have now? And at first it was the BBLs, but now everybody's going from the BBLs to now this slim frame. And everybody wants the flat stomach, the clear skin, which is, always nice, but it's the way people going about it. Everybody wants to go under the knife. Everybody wants this done, that's done. It's like nobody is satisfied with what they have, who they are, or even know who they want to be. And a lot of times when we operate out of these confusion places, when we're operating out of places where we're just going with the flow, we're just being trendy, we're staying with whatever's popping at the moment, we forget who we really are. And before you know it, you would just be just like the trends. You would be here for a good time, not a long time. And life will pass you by. And with all of these trends, the biggest one that I'm starting to have a problem with is the humbleness trend. And I'm not going to say it's a trend, but this act of modesty and casually staying between the lines and just being humble to the point where people are not proud to be who they are, where they can accomplish certain things, or they can go certain places, or they could do certain extravagant things, and they're just like, that's nothing. Or they can just be alive and well another day, and people act like that's not a big thing, because like, oh well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And I know I might sound like I'm rambling, but humbleness is something that everybody needs at some point in time. Humbleness creates a good character, and it makes you an upstanding individual. But y'all are being a little too humble. Like, y'all playing yourself, quite frankly. And y'all making yourself like smaller people, and y'all acting like y'all don't know who y'all really are. So before we even get in deep into this episode, I want to just take the time to hype you up. Take a moment, hype yourself up, cause I'm gonna hype y'all up because you are worthy. Period. You are smart, strong, and resilient. I don't care who you is. You could be like, well, I didn't ever do, I wasn't good at, you're smart, you're strong, you're beautiful, you're resilient. You everything in a bag of chips, period. And you know what? Fuck it. Excuse my French. You are that BITCH. I couldn't say it. You are that girl. Like that girl, that's you. You are that king, you are that queen, and you are blessed. Period. Let's take that in. And totally off subject. If you're not hyping yourself up every day, like every single day, I don't know what you're doing. You've been a little too humble to me. When you get up in the morning and you brushing your teeth, you do your hair, you put your clothes on, hype yourself up. I don't care if you just going to drop the kids off at school. I don't care if you just going to get something to eat. I don't care if you just got up, took a shower just to lay back down. Hype yourself up. Hype it up. You got to start getting these hormones and energy going where you are constantly intentional in your mood. And being humble and just being like, it's okay. It's not going to work. Stop playing with yourself. For real, for real. Y'all heard me yelling my life out that first episode of 2024 when I was telling y'all to stop playing with your life. And I'm going to reiterate it. Stop playing with yourself. Period. And I know everybody wants to be the humble king and the modest queen. But I'm going to just remind you that trendy stuff is not what you were made for. You will be around longer than a season and you will last longer than a reel. And you are worth more than all that Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever social media platform that you might be on can offer. You're more than that. So get a little cocky. Pop yo, shiznai, in a little scrappy voice. Get your confidence back. Take your power back. And let me clarify something. Confidence is totally different from arrogance. I'm never telling nobody to be arrogant because nobody wants to be an arrogant asshole. Nobody likes the arrogant person. But there's nothing wrong with being a little cocky, being sure of the person that you are, knowing who you are. That's necessary. In today's world, in today's AI reality, in the age of social media and the internet, you have to be sure of who you are. Because every day you wake up, every day you turn on that phone, turn on the TV, look on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you might look on, you have all these different realities, all these different standards, all this different craziness coming at you full speed. And if you ain't right within and got your confidence to a certain level, it can destroy you. So I'm just being that friend that's letting you know that it's a war out there. Every time you look at your phone, you are under attack, figuratively. Every time you get on TikTok, you watch them videos, you scroll past time. You are under attack because everything you see, your mind, if your confidence ain't up there, if you not understanding who you really is and knowing who you really is, it can affect you in a way that you start second guessing yourself. You get to playing yourself small. You get to talking yourself out of things that you were meant to do. So stop acting like the internet is not serious. Like, yes, it's a tool. We use it every day. It has become a way of life. But in order for you to outlast it, to live longer, to live a healthy, satisfying life, you got to get your confidence in order. And once again, confidence is totally different from arrogance. And confidence is totally different from humbleness. You can be humble. I'm not telling you go around acting like you better than anybody, because you ain't. We all on a level playing field. However, you should always feel as if you are that person. Can't nobody tell you anything. Somebody say, oh, your outfit is ugly, it will roll off your back. If somebody say, "Ooh, your teeth is big. Ooh, your nose is big. Ooh, your lips," roll off your back because you know I am perfectly made. Be humble, but also be confident. Get a little cocky, especially when you all that in a bag of chips. Because I know with the internet and today's society, your confidence can be shot down by just going on the shade room. Your confidence can be shut down by just looking at Instagram or TikTok. And we are on these devices majority of the day. You could be at work and look at the email and something will pop up and it would say, "Oh, this place is beautiful. This costs this much. This house." It's so much in this world that could make you feel insecure. So I want you to be sure of who you are and let go of insecurity. Take your power back. Don't let nobody on the internet make you feel away. Don't let the risk of failure stop you. Stop it. You better than that. Period. So take your power back. And also, you have to watch the company you keep. You have to watch people. Sometimes we give people a little too much credit because people are really powerless. Words are powerless, honestly. It's all about perception. And you have to be mindful of who you let come into your life, who you let come into your space, and who you let come into your mind. Because little do you know, certain things people say can latch on to you. They could latch on to you and they could be a crutch that you never even knew you had. They could plant seeds that grow trees that end up turning to vines to tie you down because you didn't have the discernment. You didn't have the power to recognize who your people was. Or when you recognize that this person is not who they really are, you didn't have the strength to separate yourself from them. So learn how to take your power back. You are not powerless. I understand we live in a crazy world, some unpredictable times, and life is what you make it. But learn that you have all the power. Can't nobody take anything from you. Nobody but God. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I know it's so cliche, but if God brought you to it, He will bring you through it. And I know that's the most cliche saying about God, but it's the most realest thing ever. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that just kind of came in my heart and my spirit. And it was just like, yeah, take your power back. If you, at a moment in your life where things are unpredictable, you don't know what to do, you don't know where you're going, you're lost, take it to God, get in some devotion with Him, get a relationship with Him, and I bet you He will give you the strength you need to keep going. He will give you your power back. Because I don't know about y'all, but God is not really a modest God. That man show up and show out. And when He really bless you, He bless you in ways that that everybody will know. Like He gonna bless you in private, but He gonna bless you so much that everybody and their mother will see it. You ain't gonna be able to contain it, you ain't gonna be able to hide it. And He wants you to walk confident and be like, yep, He did that. So take that principle and use it in every which way in your life. Now, I'm not saying to go around here being like a bully and being like boasting and saying, I got this, you ain't got that, nah, nah, boo boo. No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is be you confidently. Be okay with it. And I'm not saying, because we do live in a time where everybody like flexing. I'm not saying flex. I hate flexers. I hate people that likes to just show certain things for attention. That's not what I'm telling you to do. I am not saying to go around and flex and to prove to people that you are who you say you are. I'm telling you to believe it. That's a difference. That's confidence. It's a real big difference. For when you know who you are, you know what you got, you know what you ain't, you know where you heading to, you know what you're going to deal with, you know what you ain't. That's a different type of power. And that's what we all need to take back, me included. Because sometimes we get a little carried away in our titles and our responsibilities in life in general, that we really forget who we really are at the core. So I want us all to take some time to reflect, to do some little soul searching, to get our affairs in order, get our attitude straight, and stop putting the best face forward. Or what do people want out of me today? Be you. Because there's only one you. I don't know another Kenya. I'm sure there's other Kenyans out here, but ain't no other Kenya like me. And ain't nobody else like you. If you ain't listening to nothing else I done said, just know there is not nobody out here on this planet that's you. Can't nobody do what you do. Can't nobody be who you are. So stamp it. Pop it. Run with it. Be it. I mean, I don't know why it's so hard for us to really just be who we're supposed to be. I know why. Because we get so consumed with what the world might think, what people might think, what this person has said. Instead of just being and doing what feels right. Because your subconscious it tells you everything you need to know. And a lot of us might be, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of us, some people might say, oh, I don't really understand it. You have it, you just not listening. Because everybody got a subconscious. Everybody got something. Some type of intuition, voice, nudge, whatever. That's telling them like, go that way, turn left. But you just not listening. So I'm going to need for y'all to get back in y'all bag. Get to standing on business like King. Stand on business. Because life is short. And y'all already know, bringing up the Bible. God has a plan for you, but you are able to trick yourself out of your own life. You are able to cut your life short, and you are able to make your life harder than what it's supposed to be. And it's a possibility that if you don't get in your bag, stand on business, listen to God, get closer with Him, and live the life that you're supposed to, that you could lose your life altogether. I know it might sound scary, but not really. I mean, who could be scared of that? It's the truth, but stop playing with your life. Listen to the signs. Get grounded. Take deep breaths. Meditate. Pray. Read the Bible. Go to church. Go to a support group. Start exercising. Do whatever you need to do to get in a place where you become one with yourself. Because that is the only way that you will have success. The only way. Most successful people, they have order, they have structure, and they are one with themselves. And surprisingly, a lot of people that are wealthy have some relationship with God, believe it or not. And I'm not speaking on like the 1%. I mean like just wealthy people. People that could comfortably live, that pay their bills and do what they want. I'm not speaking on like the 1%, the Illuminati type bullshit. I'm not speaking on them. Speaking on just like regular wealthy people. So get in your bag. Stop playing with your life. Stop playing with yourself. And get back on your Zoom. Like, get on your Zoom. And if you know, you know. But if you don't, get back in your bag. I guess that's another lane that people might not know. Start doing what you're supposed to do. Stop making excuses. Stop staying in places too long. Stop trying to prove yourself to people. Stop trying to force people to see you, accept you, love you. Stop it. Stop selling yourself short. Stop acting as if you're not that girl, that man, that king, that queen. Stop acting like you're average. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure you have people out here like, yeah, I'm just average. You ain't. Ain't nobody out here average. They can act average, but they're not. You better act like you're phenomenal. You better act like you're extraordinary, because we all are. We all are if we apply ourselves. So apply yourself. Stop playing in the gutter. Stop digging in the trash. Stop vibrating on a low level and get on your shit. Period. January is about to come to a close. In January, for the podcast, I really wanted to focus on mindfulness. And this is your reminder to stay grounded. Get grounded. You need to be grounded. You need to become one with yourself. You need to come and start operating out of a space where you know who you are, you know what you are, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know things that you need to work on, and you know exactly where you're trying to go. Because we are not going through 2024 aimlessly. We have a strategy. We have some type of plan. We have goals. We have things that we want to accomplish. We have things that we want to change. We have places that we want to go. So I'm not with the new year, new me BS. Of course not. But I'm always pushing for everyone to evolve. Because the life never stops. Time never stops. Okay? Okay. Y'all already know. Thugging It Out will have a new live episode on YouTube Live Saturday at 6 p.m. So make sure you mark your calendars and be on the lookout so that you can be live and active in that chat. Because we're going to be getting in some things. Also, I just want y'all to have a good rest of your week. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend. And stop playing with yourself. For real. Get out the humble bag. This is not the time to be modest. It's the time to act like you know who you are and stand on it. Stamp it. Get a little cocky. Just a little bit. Not arrogant. Asshole. Cocky. Confident. That's the energy 2024 is giving. Confidence. Knowing who you are, knowing where you're going, knowing what you got, knowing what you can give. Period. Okay? So I want you guys to, as always, be blessed, be grateful, Be thankful. But most importantly, keep thugging it out. Peace.